Hello and welcome, Joy Friends, to Cup2Hook Conversations number 69. I hope everyone has had a great week. I appreciate you joining me, whether you are catching this in the replay or if you are coming onto the live. So I want to welcome everyone in. And I know I am getting started just a few minutes late, and I apologize for that. We're not going to be on here very long tonight. It's been a great day, but a busy day. Hey, Jen. Jen says hello. Hello, Margie. She says, hi, Cynthia. Jen says, bod is on. Uh-oh. Shirley says, hello, Cynthia. So, Jen, are you juggling back and forth between Crystal and I? Hey, Denny. Denny says, hello, hun. Hello to you. Hello to all of you. Hugs, 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 and welcome in. As I started to say, it has been a great but busy day today. My Marine son came into town last week, and he has been caught up with wedding schedules the majority of last week and over the weekend. He got an opportunity to spend some time with some friends, and he got to us on Wednesday. Wednesday night, he did get to kind of get out a little bit and go visit his church that he was a part of when he was here and go to the fair with some of the young people from the church. So that was really fun and exciting. And we have been trying to cram everything in that we could here yesterday and today. Today, we had a great opportunity to go spend some time with my parents. So that was awesome. I'm exhausted. He's going to come on and say hello in just a few minutes. So that's why I'm a little bit late. We are just getting back to the house and trying to get everything going. Going to try and catch up on the chat here. Let's see. Jen says, hi, Margie. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Denny. Hello, sweet Trisha. She says, hi from the McDonald's drive-thru. Love it. I would tell you that I would take an ice cold frappe, but look at what Mr. Joyful put in my cup for tonight. And I love it. It's in my American flag cup, which is in honor of my Marine son. So, yay! So that's what's in my cup. So tell me what is in your cup. Jen says, trying to go back and forth between Crystal with Bag a Day and my channel. Denny says, that's fine. Bot is on. I got... What is that? I got something with Cynthia. Well, thank you, Denny. Hello, sweet Marvin. He says, that's okay, Cynthia. Good night. Jen says, hi, Trisha. Hello, Megan. Megan's got the cheeseburger and French fries. And Megan is actually here with us as well. In fact, we just got through eating pizza dogs that Mr. Joyful made. Shirley says, hugs to all and God bless you all. Trisha says, hi, Jen, and has a waving hand emoji. Marvin says, hello, everyone. Megan says, ayo. Jen says, hi, Marvin. Hi, Megan. Marvin says, that's good. And he says, hi, Jen. Denny says, that's wonderful. I am so happy for you, right? And Jean says, hello, everyone. And what's even more exciting is I did the driving. And for the first time, I was able to walk from the car into my parents' house with nothing. So that's the first time they have been able to see me walk in this journey. So that was exciting too. Denny says, hi, Jen. Jen says, hi, Wilma, for Jean. And Denny says, my pastor is a Marine. Oh, wow. That's cool, Denny. Denny says appointment. Oh, thank you. That was so sweet. Back with what you said. You have an appointment with Cynthia. Yay. Thank you. That makes me so happy. It makes my heart smile. Margie says, I am drinking soda for now, but we'll have coffee later. Yeah, I'm going to have coffee through the movie night after this little frappe because I'm exhausted. We stayed up almost all night last night, but you only get to see your son. But I mean, he only has 30 days of leave a year. And of course I have to share and split those with other people. So I will take what I can get. Jen says, yeah, but I can't keep up with Crystal's chat. Darla says, hi, everyone. Marvin says, Cynthia, is it still a movie night? Oh, yes, we're going to have a movie night. It's just going to be a short one tonight. I'll be honest, had I really known my son's schedule and what time was going to be my time, sadly, I probably would have canceled tonight. But, I didn't have enough time to get that information out, so we are good. It's all going to work out well. He's got to go try and go to Walmart to get a specific kind of lock for one of his luggages to go back tomorrow because he flies out tomorrow in the morning. So it is all going to work out good. Marvin says today, yes. And he says, okay, I see. All right, so tell me, what is in your cup? Some of you have already been telling me. I've got the frappe. And what is on your hook? So I don't have everything that was on my hook this week because I completed 3 more of my kitchen sets. And I went ahead and put them at the bake shop because they are selling really well. And so I only have the set that I started working on at my crochet club that's at the bake shop Wednesday night and what I have finished up yesterday. And so this is the set that I have to show you tonight. So here's the little pot holder bloomers. Aren't those just adorable? And here is the little soap bottle dress that goes with that set. And here is the dishcloth. And then I did a removable towel topper to go with it. And that's the matching towel that is not hanging on there properly right now, but close enough. And so just so you can kind of see everything up against that towel, it matched perfectly. So I'm really, really excited and thrilled about that. And then the other thing that has been on my hook, I started last night while we were watching a movie, and I finished it at my almost finished it today at my parents' house while we were visiting. But I made my first pumpkin. So this is my pumpkin. And I got the stem made. So the stem will sit on it like this. I just have to sew in my ends and get it sewn onto the pumpkin. And I'm going to probably make 2 little tendrils to hang off of the side of that. And then I'm going to make a couple more pumpkins that are in different sizes. And different colors. So that's what's been on my hook this past week. So I'd love to hear what's been on yours. And by the way, I thank you, all of you so much for welcoming each other in as everyone has been coming in tonight. Jen says, yeah, but I can't keep up with Crystal's chat. I hear you. Darla says, hi, everyone. Hello, sweet Darla. Welcome in, my friend. Hugs. And she has a smiley face emoji. Marvin says, oh, I think I read some of these. I apologize. Jen says, hi, darling. Marvin says, so it's going to be a short movie night. Yes, it will be, Marvin. But it'll be enough that we'll still have fun. We're still doing our 2 episodes. Marvin says, I'll be right back. I have to go make my YouTube video, Cynthia. Sweet, sweet. So Marvin has a channel himself. He does video games. So that is pretty cool. When he comes back, we'll have to get him to drop the name of his channel. Jen says, that is cute. And honestly, I apologize, Jen. I don't know if you're talking about the towel set or the pumpkin. Darla says, I am drinking orange flavored water. I crocheted a snowman and I'm working on my Halloween blanket. Oh, cool. So you're kind of getting ready for Christmas and you're kind of getting ready for Halloween. Shirley says, love your kitchen sets. Thank you, Shirley. Jen says, I am making a washcloth by Cinnamon Stitches. That is sweet. I love Cinnamon Stitches. Margie says, that's cute. I am finishing a baby blanket. Aww. And HD says, hi, Cynthia. Hello, HD. It's so good to have you here. Welcome in. And hugs, hugs. Jen says, the pumpkin. Thank you. When I was first doing it, my parents were like, what in the world are you making? And I said, it's going to be a pumpkin. And they were like, oh, okay. But it was before the detail, oops, excuse me, so you can see it, the detail of the humps of the sides came into play, and before I put any stuffing in it. So, yeah. But then afterwards, they're like, that's pretty good. So it made me feel good. Jen says, hi, HD. HD says, finally, catch your live. Yay. She says, hi, Jen, and beautiful pumpkin. Thank you very much. All right, so I'm going to go over my business stuff that I normally do in this live kind of quickly so that I can bring my son in and let you guys say hey to him and him to you. I do have some video, well, I say videos, there might only be one, coming up soon of him jumping out of a plane. I have some videos and like short clip videos and some pictures of that event to share with you. And then we really didn't get to do a lot of things per se in our time together this trip. So I don't really have like a lot of pictures or videos of us doing things. And then some of the stuff we had tried to get done, it just didn't happen. It was like we had to pick and choose. But nonetheless, we are all very thankful for the time that we have with him. Jen says, is that your own design? On this pumpkin, no, it is not. But I am designing a pumpkin because I want one that's more oblong shaped. And so I am working on that. I'm just having to figure out, because as it's coming up, I want it to kind of stay thick. I mean, like the same, but at the same token, I want it to kind of round out at the top. So I'm kind of working on that, but it was kind of hard. It's kind of hard right now to finish working on that while visiting. So I opted to try somebody else's pattern. And I was never subscribed to their channel, so I'm trying to remember their name. And I cannot. So sometime tomorrow, I will add their link in my description box below. Jen says, I don't know why anyone wants to jump out of a perfectly good airplane. Laugh out loud. The military. So he got to do this through the military. Shirley says, time flies when they come home. I know, especially when you have to share time. Absolutely. Absolutely. And he was devastated because he actually got issued another pair of boots. So he was going to bring the boots home to me that he actually wore during the Crucible, and he forgot them. So he says he's going to mail them to me. So I'm excited about that. All right. Darla says, I agree, Jen. Laugh out loud. Jen says, right, Shirley? Oh, Candy, you took me by surprise. When I saw Noodly Bits there, I was like, what? But I see it. It says Noodly Bits 2. I love that, Candy. She says, hi, Cynthia. Hi, Candy. Welcome in. I don't have any chocolate, my friend. Jen says, I'll forget about it by tomorrow. Laugh out loud. I hear you. Well, maybe I can get it in sometime tonight. Denny says, that is understandable. And nobody... Oh, Newly Bits 2, what's your name? It is Candy. Candy is her name. And Jen says, hi, Candy. Thank y'all for welcoming Candy in. All right. So our question for tonight is, other than what you're doing now, what would be a profession that you would like to try to do or you would like to attempt to do? What profession would you like to do or like to attempt to do? All right. For me, if I had to kind of step out of my every normal day life or any jobs that I've ever done, for me, it would be a forensic analysis. I think that would be a lot of fun. The scientific part of it, not seeing dead bodies and things like that, but the scientific part of it, the figuring it out, the solving, looking at evidence and solving, leads. That would be mine. Jen says, no, don't you worry about it. I will try to hound you about it another time. I hear you. Darla says, I have a couple of Hershey dark chocolate kisses. Well, y'all better bring them to movie night. Shirley says, hello, everyone. Or everyone, please hit the thumbs up. Oh, thank you. Yes, I would love your joy thumbs. Thank you so much, Shirley. Denny says, hi, Candy. Noodly Bits 2 freaked me out as well. I know, right? I was like, what? So, Noodly Bits was Candy's sister, and unfortunately, we lost her earlier this year, a couple months ago. She had a YouTube channel, and she was called Noodly Bits. Candy says, I added Noodly Bits 2 as a way to honor Donna. Oh, I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful. It just kind of took me by surprise to see that. But now that the surprise is gone, oh, my heart just smiles so big. I think it's awesome. Great idea. Hello, Kim with Affordably Crafty. She says, hello, everyone. Jen says, hi, Kim. Denny says, a life coach. I already have 3 ladies and 1 mentor. Hello, Mare. She says, hi, Yarny friends. Kim says, hi, Jen. Candy says, she went to heaven August the 8th. Thank you, Candy. I knew it was in August, but I wasn't sure the date, and I should have remembered that because that date is significant for me for a different reason. Jean says, was heating supper, studied all day today. So you are mentally exhausted. Jen says, hi, Mare. Kim says, hi, Denny. Shirley says, hi, Kim. Margie says, work with older people in their homes. Ah, sweet. Oh, so let me go back. So Denny, when she said a life coach, that would be a profession that she would like to attempt because she already has 3 ladies that she mentors. That would be awesome. And so then Margie is saying work with older people in their home. There's a big need for that, Margie. Trisha says, hi, Kim, with a waving hand emoji. Kim says, hi, Whirly. And Denny says, Candy, yes, I know. I am so sorry for all your loss. Kim says, Shirley, hello, sweet VJ. Welcome in, my friend. That's another amazing channel right there. She says, hello, all. Jen says, hi, VJ. So tell me what's in your cup. What is on your hook? I've already shown my kitchen set and my pumpkin. And the question for tonight is, what profession would you like to try or attempt? VJ says, hi, Cynthia. Hello, love. So I am excited to read all of your answers about what's in your cup, what's been on your hook, what you finished, what you're still working on, and what profession would you like to try or attempt. Our birthdays this past week, I appreciate and thank all of you that went and gave them sweet birthday wishes. On the 17th, we had Evelyn Oxner and Vanessa Russell. And then this coming week, we have 2 birthdays. They're also on the same day. So on the 28th, we will need to wish a happy birthday to Kelly Platter and Miss Margie, who is here with us tonight. So be sure and go over on the 28th and wish these ladies a happy birthday. I don't have a lot of information on the traveling box of joy. I do know that I've got 2 boxes in transit. One is going, oh, goodness gracious. Oh, let's see if I can look it up real quick. So box 1 is still in Pennsylvania, but when it is mailed, it is going to head to California. And it has already been decided that that box, when it leaves California, will be going to Oklahoma. So that's exciting. Box 2 has left New Jersey and will be going to Illinois to Miss Candy. Crafty Crochet and Bible with Angela had it in New Jersey, and she is sending it on to Miss Candy. Noodly Bits 2 in Illinois. So Candy should be receiving that shortly. And then box 3 has left New Jersey and it is on its way. It hasn't quite arrived to South Dakota yet as of yesterday, but it is on its way. And then when it arrives in South Dakota, its next destination will be Wisconsin. So how exciting. So there won't be an actual video update this week, but that will come out next Saturday, I think. So, but that's where we're at with the traveling boxes of joy. I have gotten several of your names in that are interested in that. So I now have, I think the last time I counted, I had 13 new names. So got a lot of folks that we're going to try and get these boxes to before we bring them back home and give them away. If you do not know about the traveling box of joy and you're like, what is that? Well, down below in the description box is a link that you can go check out the original introduction video on those boxes. And if you decide that it's something you want to do, then go to my About page, grab my email, send me an email with your your full name and your address, and I will get you added to the list. The only people that will get your address is me and the person sending the box to you. All right. I'm trying to back up here. Let's see. Hello, Sheila. Welcome in. She says, hi, everyone. Here doing my usual Friday night babysitting. I hope everyone is doing well. Well, so far, it sounds like we all are. So, Sheila, I am so glad that you are spending your Friday evening with us as well. Jean says, I would love to be a recreation coordinator at a nursing home. That would be fun. That would be a lot of, to me, personal rewards in a job like that. Kim says, oh, oopsie, I thought it was what we're doing now. That's okay. That's okay. Let me back up. I missed that. Darla says, I would love to do the forensics things too. It's so interesting, right? VJ says, hi, Jen. How are you? Kim said, part-time. I'm not sure what that says. SHM, part-time classroom behavioral specialist with special needs at a high school and transition students. That's what she does now. Gotcha now, Kim. Now that comment makes sense. BJ says, hi, Margie and Kim. Jen says, hi, Sheila. Trisha says, I don't think I could choose a profession. Laugh out loud. Does professional crocheter count? Margie says, woot, woot. VJ says, spiced Kai tea in my cup. That sounds great and very fall. Black and gold Alpine Stitch scarf on my hook. And I would like to do genealogy. That is interesting. My son is actually doing genealogy through his church on his dad's side and my side of the family. And it is so interesting. And the scarf that you have on your hook, I love the Alpine Stitch. And I am sure that black and gold is just beautiful. I know you're waiting on me. Trisha says, oh, maybe a professional lie detector. Laugh out loud. Kim says, a reenactor at a place like Sturbridge Village, Plymouth Plantation, specializing in traditional arts. That would be awesome, Kim. You can go ahead and come in and sit down if you want. Jen says, Kim, have you made a video about Shrinky Dinks yet? Kim says, sparkling cranberry juice in my cup. Love cranberry juice too, Kim. And my chat jumped. VJ says, happy birthday, Miss Margie. That's so sweet, VJ. Thank you. I'm sure Miss Margie is just loving that. Kim says, oh, not yet, Jen. Had a week of sick kiddos. They are better. Now mommy is under the weather. Oh, Kim, we're so sorry to hear that. I did have Skylar on the prayer list that went out Wednesday with Cup2Hook Bible chats. So I'm glad to know that she is doing better, but I am sorry that you are not. But that's what happens. Mommies get wore down taking care of the kids, and then they get sick too. Jen says, I'm so sorry, Kim. No good deed, right? Right? Jen says, the things we do for our kids. Kim says, I have been working lately on recycled, repurposed stitch markers from jewelry. Oh, that is so cool. Kim says, also, seriously, shopping around for a place to host my blog. Any feedback from anyone? Oh, wow, that is exciting. Well, hopefully you'll get some feedback. Jen says, cool, Kim. I love your channel, Stitch Markers. Did you sell out of them? Mare says, there are so many professions I would like to do, but the one that many have suggested I do is event planner. Oh, my gosh. You would be amazing at that, especially with your ability to cue in on detail. I have planned many large charity events and a number of work events. Darla says, Kim, will you be selling those? Kim says, yes, ma'am, Darla. And my chat jumped again. Sorry. Kim says, not yet. The affordably geeky ones, Jen. Darla says, do you have an Etsy shop? Jen says, I know nothing, Kim, about the blog thing. Jen says, yes, Kim. Marvin says, hi, everyone. I am back. What did I miss? Anything important? We have just been talking about our question of the night is, what profession would you like to do or like to attempt that is something that you've never done before? Jen says, hey there, handsome. I'm getting ready to enter. Well, I think most of you have met him before, though. Mara says, I am drinking sparkling water, coconut, pineapple, zero sugar. Doesn't that sound delish? Trisha says, hello, Minnie Joyful. And VJ says, this is my first time doing the Alpine Stitch, and I am loving it, but it is a yarn eater. It is. It really is. In fact, at my crochet club that I go to on Wednesday night, that was one thing we were talking about was the various stitches that are yarn eaters, because one of the girls there was working on a blanket, and she's doing it with the waffle stitch. And oh my gosh, it is beautiful. She's doing it in a black and navy blue. But talk about yarn eaters. And so we talked about that, and the Alpine Stitch was one that came up.
Sorry, she's eating the brick fireplace.
Who is?
Mackenzie.
Oh, wow.
She's chewing on the fireplace.
Okay. Okay. That was Mr. Joyful talking to Mackenzie. This is her daddy here. And she was chewing on the fireplace. I'm sure bricks will not be very good in the tummy.
Not the first time she's tried chewing something dumb.
Well, you said she broke some teeth trying to chew on a metal pot before.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not a puppy, so it's not like she's teething. Sheila says, I am drinking hot apple vanilla tea. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm coming to y'all's house. All these wonderful drinks. Crocheting a hot mat. Oh, that's cool. Candy says, who's the handsome guy behind you, right? And Kim says, I don't have an Etsy. Why am I shopping around for a blog? And Jean says, do you have you have a handsome son. Thank you. So everyone, without further ado, if you have not met this, yes, handsome young man, this is my middle son, Jonathan. And Jonathan is a Marine in the United States Marine Corps. And he is currently stationed in Yuma, Arizona. So he's out there where many of you are in the West, the Midwest there. And so y'all are closer to him than I am. But at the moment, I'm the closest. So scoot up here. Say hello and tell them a little bit about yourself and what you are doing. And
well, hello. Like she said, I'm stationed out in Arizona. It's hot most of the time. This last summer was pretty bad. It was like the hottest it got up was like 130 with like 30% humidity. So it was pretty muggy for a summer out there. I work in a diesel shop. So we work on like the 7 tons and Humvees and stuff. And then we also work on the HE gear, so like dozers and forklifts and things like that. We also work on the utility things, so like generators, floodlights. I used to be out in the bay turning and burning on wrenches with all the other guys. But then I got like a promotion with a billet. So now I'm in the tool room helping keep accountability of all the inbound parts and tools that come back and making sure all the tools come back like they're supposed to, and learning a bunch of stuff on the computer and just doing all that kind of stuff. And other than that, that's about it.
And didn't you also get the opportunity to help with the out on the range, the shooting course?
Oh, yeah. So I think it was the beginning of this year. I went to coach's course where I got a secondary MOS as a range coach. And so I've only been out on one range since I've gotten that, where I've actually got to help coach people on the pistol range and the rifle range. And really like doing that, helping other Marines shoot better and teaching them, and just helping people out in general is really satisfying work and very fulfilling, because you can take somebody who could be gonna unk or unqualify on the range and then help them qualify, and then how they respond and being happy and thankful for that is very rewarding.
And so his 2-year anniversary is coming up November
28th, 6 days.
28th.
Or no, October 28th.
October 28th. Sorry, my bad. It's coming up October 28th. And at this current moment, he has 2 years left. And we talked a little bit yesterday and this morning about some of his plans, but 2 years is still a ways away, so anything can happen. But somewhere he definitely wants to do some schooling, college, and then he also has a heart for the great state of Tennessee, and where eventually all of us want to migrate to and lay down roots and plant and grow old and die. So that's exciting. But yeah, so I think he's getting ready to head out now. Anybody have any questions for him or anything you want to say? Let me just see if they've been saying anything real quick. He's going to go get a couple other things that he needs so that he can successfully get all of his luggage on board tomorrow and head back home. And he's been busy also the last 2 days trying to get some minor details squared away with the motorcycle situation. This is my son that was in the motorcycle accident that literally God sent an angel who physically lifted him off the bike and took him off. Thank goodness, because otherwise it was stated that he would not have made it through that crash. But kind of keep that in your prayers for him, because just literally moments before I came on here, we were on with the Harley Davidson dealership and kind of got some bad news. So we're praying that they dig deep and find the right resources. Otherwise, we might have to inquire about some legal resources. So we're praying that that's not going to be the case, but
hoping
they're not carrying through on the actual agreement that he and I signed when he got his motorcycle. So yeah, accountability. It's all about accountability.
Mm-hmm.
But our motto has become, it is what it is. But this is one situation where it's not going to be, it is what it is, because you're talking about thousands of dollars. So,
oh yeah.
And a new motorcycle. So, because his was completely totaled. Let's see here. Shirley says she thinks she's special since Daddy's home, talking about Mackenzie. Yes, she does. And I did take a video of that, and I will be sharing that under the My Joyful Life segment coming up soon. It's not a very long video, and we were kind of like a little taken back because Jonathan has been Mackenzie's dad for about how long now?
I think she's 9 now. I left her in your guys' care when she was 7 or 8.
So he's had her pretty much her whole life. And then Sadie, our other one that you met, he actually rescued her as well. So when he came in, the night he came in for the first time and we got the video, Mackenzie was happy to see him, but Sadie showed more of that enthusiasm. However, in the time he's been here the last couple days, Mackenzie has been pretty much underfoot and has slept with him. And I've got some really cute pictures of them laying on the floor. He's on a cot that he put out in the living room for watching TV, so he could kind of lay down on the floor with her. And I've got some really good pictures there. So I will be sharing all of that before too long. Margie says, let him know that I live less than an hour west from where he is stationed. So I know that Miss Sylvia Olivo has told me to give him her phone number to kind of connect so that if he wants, a nice home cooked meal off the base or just some time off the base, that was an opportunity that he could have to get away. So we're going to make that connection. So that is cool. Like I said, most of y'all are closer to him than I am. But thank you, Margie, for sharing that. VJ says, thank you so much for your service, Jonathan.
My pleasure.
Sweet. And VJ, that is the correct way he spells his name. So that is it. Good job. Trisha says, I don't miss Phoenix. Laugh out loud. Shirley says, yes, thank you for your service. And she's got 3 praying hand emojis. Jen says, thank you. And my chat jumped. Thank you for serving. And Trisha says, does he intend to be a lifer?
Nah, not at all. Serve my 4 and get out. Way more money to be made doing what I do in the Marine Corps outside of the Marine Corps.
Yeah, we were talking, and literally what I made working in the ER at the hospital is more than what he makes as a Marine. And there's just something wrong with that. Sheila says, happy to meet you, Jonathan. And she says, your life sounds quite interesting.
That's what you make of it out there. There's not really a whole lot around Yuma. You got to drive like 3 hours to get to San Diego or to Phoenix. So.
But I do love the fact he was telling us stories about some guys that have been there for 4, some even 8 years, and they've never gone and like toured any of the area around there. And he's already gone out to California, and he's taken a picture out by the Hollywood sign. And he's been to the Grand Canyon for a little bit because that's where the motorcycle accident happened.
Didn't get to see it though.
Yeah, didn't really get to see it.
After dark, and then crashed at 4 o'clock in the morning getting back up there. So,
but I mean, he is getting out. He's been able to do some fishing. He has sent us some pictures of tarantulas and scorpions that just walk the ground. No, thank you, but thank you. Rattlesnakes. So, yes. Marvin says, sure, I will pray for him. Oh, thank you, Marvin. Jen says, hey, Jonathan, why do you want to jump out of a perfectly good plane? Tell them it's not necessary. Your feet fit flat on the ground. Ha, ha, ha.
So I didn't know that that's what we were going to be doing.
Hang on one second. I'm going to let him tell you this. I'm going to run and take a potty break.
So I didn't know that that was exactly what was going to be done. My platoon sergeant was passing word at the end of the day one day, and then he's like, I need 5 or 6 volunteers to do hard physical labor. And so they had told us in the past that the way you get to do good stuff and fun stuff is by volunteering all the time. So with that being said, because like the example they made is one of the guys in my unit got to go on a deployment because they needed a volunteer, and he always volunteered for stuff. So he volunteered for that. And then next thing he knows, he's getting told or asked if he wants to go and go on a deployment. So when they were telling us that we could get these cool opportunities by volunteering for stuff, regardless of what it is, whether it's for work or for fun stuff or volunteering, that you should do it. So when he said he needed like 5 people, I was one of the first ones to go up there. Didn't really care that it was physical labor. And then so we all got up there, and then we're sitting there, and he leans into us all quietly, and he's like, how do y'all feel about skydiving? And then like 2 or 3 of the guys instantly are just like, nope, that ain't for me. And then they just backed out. And then he was like, all right, I need different other volunteers. And So he ended up getting enough people to like fill all the seats that we had allotted for us. And then the reason that we had that opportunity is because our chaplain with 1st Maintenance Battalion was getting out of the Navy. And so as like his going away, he wanted to do something nice for the battalion. So he reached out to an organization and he wanted to try and get us something cool to do. And so they got it to where we could go skydiving for free. And then that's how we were able to go out there. I forget who it was with exactly, but I think it was like Go Jump or someone like that. And it's like right off the base of Pendleton. And then it was just a really cool experience. They ended up talking to the business as well, and they were able to get us the pictures and videos for half off. So we were able to pay for that at half the price. You know you're not supposed to be in here. Oh, yeah. Kinsey came in the craft room. I know she knows better than that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We just got a lucky opportunity to be able to go skydiving, and if I could do it again for free, I probably would, but that's expensive because it was like $250 just to jump out the plane, and then it was originally another $120 for the pictures and videos, and so you're paying almost $400 to sit in the plane for 20 minutes to get to altitude, and then jump out of the plane for 3 minutes of fall time. And so it was a lot of fun, but I couldn't afford to do that just on a whim. It'd be too expensive for me. But it's definitely something I think most people should at least try if they're given the opportunity to go. Because the biggest reason why I wanted to do it, because jumping out of a plane was scary for me. So I was sitting there, and I had a buddy who had gone skydiving in the past, and he had told me that there's 2 types of people who should go skydiving, or that do go skydiving. And one of them, he said, are the ones that want to go, that are the ones that don't need to go. But the people who don't want to go skydiving are the ones that do need to go. Because he said that there's a come to Jesus moment as you're falling through the air, plummeting at the ground at a very high velocity, that you have like a coming to Jesus moment where you just have to like come to terms with the fact that like you have no control over your life. You're going to hit the ground at some point, whether or not you hit it fast or hit it slow. It's not really in your abilities to control at that point, because you're trusting the guy that you're strapped to, and you're trusting that his gear will work right. So is what it is at that point. Just kind of have to roll with it. But it was super cool. Ironically enough, I ended up being the last one to get on the plane. So I ended up sitting next to the door. So I had like the little plastic clear sliding door to my right. So the whole time we're flying in like zigzags trying to get to the altitude, I'm just looking out the window, watching all this happen. And I kind of prefer it that way, because when we finally went to jump out of the plane, that means I didn't have to watch anybody else jump out of the plane. Because what I was told is like, they opened the door, we turned, hung my feet out of the plane. The skydiving guy I was strapped to was like, are you ready to go skydiving? And I said, yeah. And then we just tipped out the plane. And then what everyone else told me, because to me, it just felt like you just curled out of the plane. But what everybody else said it looked like, as soon as I fell out, I just shot to the side and was gone. Like, didn't exist anymore. It's like I was there 1 second and gone the next. So, but it was a lot of fun.
Cool. So let me see if there's any more questions. Sorry. I was gone a minute because after I ran to the little girl's room, I found Mr. Joyful making something for movie night. So those of you who are joining us in a little bit for movie night, that man is bad. All right, my culinary sweet tooth cooking chef. Okay. So that was Jen asking the question about jumping out of the plane. Margie says, I visit Yuma often. Sweet. So.
Why? There's nothing there.
Maybe there's some good yarn.
Wow.
Bring me home some yarn next time from Arizona. Sheila says, we'll keep you in our prayers, Jonathan. Oh, thank you, Sheila. She's got hugging emojis and praying hand emojis. Sheila says, very different from the Caribbean, and a smiley face. And then Darla, no message there. Trisha says, they protect and die for our country and get paid crap wages, right? Absolutely, Trisha. It's shameful. It is. And she has a
chow hall that I have to pay for out of my paycheck. That's gross.
You have to pay for chow hall?
Well, they give it to you, but then they take it, so you never see it. But you do pay for the chow hall, and it's like $375 a month. And I'd rather just get that money and pay for other food.
Yeah, I would think so. Oh, wow. Trisha says, I don't miss the tarantulas or scorpions either. Laugh out loud, right? When he sent me a picture, and I know then you understand what I'm talking about. Margie, you probably understand. I'll have to find that picture. If not, I'll see if he can resend it to me. But literally, there were scorpions. No, it was the tarantula one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not talking about like maybe one or two. I'm talking like the ground was covered with them. Yeah, you can leave it open.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Shirley says, yes, it is, Trish, and the VA benefits are worse. Absolutely, especially the medical. Hello, Proverbs 31 Yarn. Hello, and how are you doing? And I am going out on a limb here, and if I am correct, I'm going to see. I want to say your name is Jeannie, if that is correct. Oh, this medicine. Yes, I was right. It's Jeannie. Hello, Jeannie, and welcome in. She says, hello. She says, first time here. I will tell you, Jeannie, that we have missed you at movie night. You came and joined us one time for movie night. We still have your scores. So anytime you want to come back and join us and have some fun, we would love to have you come back. Jen says, hi, Proverbs. Jen says, welcome in. Thank you, Jen, for doing that. And Trisha says, Shirley, Razzie, they should be millionaires. Talking about our military men and women. Absolutely. Shirley says, welcome in, Proverbs 31. Thank you, Shirley, for doing that. Jeannie says, thank you, Jen. And she says, oh, sorry, I have been here before. Yes, you have. And she says, Cynthia will be right back. This is her son. Thank you, Jen. Yes, I had to go take a potty break. Sorry. Drank a lot of water this afternoon. Jeannie says, but who is the young man talking? Shirley says, it's a fun channel. Please stay. Yes, this is my middle son. This is Jonathan. He is in the Marines, and he is home on leave. He actually flies out in the morning. So we're happy to have had a short, brief time with him, but sad to see him go already because it'll probably be another year before we physically see him again. So I keep touching him, and he's just like, I didn't go anywhere. I said, I know. I just got to make sure. And thank you for that, Shirley. You are so sweet. Darla says, thank you for serving. My dad jumped out of a helicopter in Vietnam. Wow.
That's some exciting stuff there.
Yes.
Haven't done anything nearly that exciting.
Yet. Jen says, wow, it's not cheap. And so that's referring to him talking about the cost of jumping out of that plane.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Shirley, says Cynthia's son. Jeannie says, I am happy you did it. I did it when I was 21 years old. Jen says, and my chat jumped, sorry. Jen says, this is Jonathan. He is her Marine, home for a break. Yes, thank you. VJ says, hi, Jeannie. This is Cynthia's middle son, Jonathan, and he is a Marine, and he's home for a visit. Jeannie says, thank you for your service, Jonathan. Thank you, VJ and Jeannie, for your comments. VJ says, Jen, type faster. VJ says, Cynthia, you are moving so well. I know, right? I was so happy to be able to walk into my parents' home today. Like they were both there. Now, my mom's on oxygen, so she has to drag oxygen around wherever she goes. So they were there ready to be supportive and to help me. And when I pulled up and I was in the driver's seat, because, you know, there's some surprises I hadn't shared with them yet because it's still all new and fresh. And, you know, you just want to make sure you can really do it before you start telling a bunch of people. And so when I pulled up, that was a surprise for them. And then, yes, when I got out of the vehicle, and the only thing I had to do is I had to use my son. He came around and opened my door and held my hand and my arm for getting out because my parents' driveway has lots of rocks and gravel in it, just to make sure I could catch my balance. And once I had my balance, they have these huge cement stepping stones, so they're pretty flat. And so once I could just step on those, it was just easy sailing, and up the stairs I went and in the house, and it was nice. So yes, VJ, thank you for that. Now if I can just get a job. So at this rate, I got 30 more days and I can go back to the hospital if you know, I wanted. But I am kind of branching out and looking at something different. And right now I have some high hopes still in the medical field, but it's a state job working through DHEC, and it's approving people for Medicaid. So I'm really, really praying that job comes through. Jeannie says, thank you for your service, Jonathan. And, oh, I think I read that already. Sorry. Jen says, I'm only on my laptop, VJ. Jen says, oh, no, sweet treats. Right. He's up to it again. Shirley says, oh, Cynthia, it is so good to see you walking. Thank you. I appreciate that. All of my friends and their support. I tell my kids all the time, you know, because Mr. Joyful has gotten to know some of y'all through movie night. So I keep telling my kids about what wonderful friends I have on my channel. And now they have kind of got into the whole joyful thing. Of course, joy's always been my word for a long time, even as they were growing up, long before my channel came about. But they just love the fact that I call you guys my joy friends. Shirley, Margie says, shopping in Crackle Barrel is why she goes to Yuma. And Megan has popcorn, TV, and the movie, whatever you call that thing, for movie night. And for those of you that were here last week, I saw her come on Cup2Hook Conversations, and then she was on movie night, and I was like welcoming her in and all of that. Y'all, little did I know that it was our Megan. And so it's even funnier seeing her emojis here when she's literally sitting not even maybe 8 feet away from me. So she's in the living room with Mr. Joyful right now. Hello, Lashira's Crochet. She says, hi, Cynthia and everyone. Welcome in, my friend. And Trish says, oh my gosh, it's horrible. They charge you for food. What the heck? Right? I know.
I don't even know why I have taxes pulled out of my paycheck.
And you're paying taxes?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, our government.
Paying my own paycheck.
I know, paying his own paycheck. Wow. There are words right now that come quickly to my mind, and then there are words that just totally elude me right now on that whole subject. Thank you, VJ. She says, hi, Lashira and Megan. Thank you for welcoming them in, VJ. Jen says, hi, Lashira. And for those of you, thank you, Jen, that are new to my channel, because my channel is still growing. And those of you that are still just trying to get to know me and my channel, I'm going to tell you the thing that I love the most about my channel and about my Joy Friends and about being here every Friday night is the people that make up that chat right there. You will not find a greater group of people. I am so, so blessed. And so I am so happy to be here every Friday. In fact, I said to my son, I said, you know, if I'd have known your schedule, I would have canceled. But it takes someone of honorable mention to take me away from Friday nights because I live for these Friday nights. And not that I can be picky when it comes to finding a job, but it must be a job that I do not have to miss Friday nights. All right. Lashira says, hey, VJ, with 2 hugging emojis. And she says, hey, Jen, also with 2 hugging emojis. And my chat jumped again. So while I'm trying to find it back, for those of you who are also new, I do read all of my chats. I know that everyone can read them. I have 6 subscribers that are legally blind. So this way, if they happen to come on, they can always be a part of the chat. And then also, I encourage everyone to bring a project and work on a project. And if I am reading out the comments, then you don't have to worry about reading them. You just have to listen and work your fingers. Jean says, I have to go take a quiz and type up a short paper. I want to spend all day tomorrow with Mom. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Family comes first. So I love you, Jean. Hugs out. Have a great night. I hope that you get all of your studying done. I hope you get your paper worked up and that quiz taken. I wish you well on the quiz. And thank you for coming and spending some time with us. VJ says, good luck, Jean. Jean says, thank you, VJ. See, these people are wonderful. So if you're looking for a really fun channel, not that I'm trying to promote my channel, but it's the people that you are finding in this chat right now. And many of them do have their own channels, so please go check them out. Jeannie says, my hubby was in the Marines.
Raw.
Hoorah. Yeah. I was going to let him say it, though. VJ says, you're welcome, Jean. And Susan says, hello, Cynthia. Hello, Susan. I hope you are getting ready to come in for movie night. And Susan says, hi, Trish. Trish says, hi, Susan. Shirley says, I have to ask, did you cut your hair? I did. Well, I didn't, but yes. And you know what's funny is my hair was cut last Friday, and I forgot to completely even say anything about it. My very first drive last week by myself in the car, I went to my beautician and she cut my hair. And of course, that was the first time I'd had my hair cut since last December. And yes, and I am absolutely loving it. So, but yeah, that was an interesting drive. That was also my first time back on the interstate. And I had somebody ask the question, so I'm just going to clarify this really briefly. They were like, you literally just drove for the first time? No. And I apologize for just assuming that everyone knew my journey, but it was my first time driving this year because of having spine surgery that ended up having complications, and I had to learn how to walk again. So, yeah. But yes, it is shorter. And I absolutely love it. So thank you, Miss Shirley. Sheila says, have to go get some of the kids ready for bed, bedtime stories and the works. Absolutely love that time. That was some of my favorite time with my boys. So Sheila, I completely understand. Hugs, hugs, hugs to you and sweet dreams to all your kiddos. She says, have a lovely evening. Big hugs, love, and prayers for all of you with hearts, hugging emojis, and praying hands. Oh, you guys, that was some of my favorite times was bedtime story time. And And Friday nights with my kids. On Friday nights in our family growing up was a special night. We always played board games and watched, some kind of Disney movie, had popcorn, special dinners, read books too. So that was really cool. Now we're passing on some of those books that they loved and enjoyed to their nephew. So, well, my nephew, their cousin. And we're not meaning to keep yawning on y'all. We literally stayed up all night last night. So much to catch up on. And like I said, time is precious but short. Okay. Trying to find where my chat jumped. Let's see. Jen says, hi, Susan. And Margie says, I have been there because I'm a veteran as well. Oh, thank you for your service. Yes. Jen says, good luck, Jean. Jen says, thank you for serving, Margie. Yes, yes. Margie says, I have reached 320 subscribers. Oh my gosh, that is awesome, because I think last week you were at 308. So, oh my gosh, that is outstanding. If I had the Woot Woot train out already, I would have to Woot Woot train you. And if you don't know what the Woot Woot train is, well, then you got to come join us on movie night to find out. Mr. Joyful said, Woot Woot. That is awesome, Margie. Thank you for sharing that update and that achievement with us. Megan says, hey, VJ. Jen says, night, Sheila. Shirley says, enjoy your mom tomorrow, Jean. See, these ladies and gentlemen are so amazing in here. I couldn't ask for a better group of friends. VJ says, have a good night, Sheila. VJ says, thank you for your service, Margie, with a smiley face. Shirley says, congratulations, Margie. VJ says, congrats, Margie. Darla says, that's why I keep coming back. Oh, they're a great group of people. Mare says, congrats, Margie. VJ says, hi, Mare. Shirley says, good night, Sheila. Mare says, sorry, I'm a little off tonight. I had a medical procedure earlier today, and I am sore and aching. Oh my gosh, Mare. I know we have been so out of touch since Jonathan arrived, but it's not his fault, and it's not your fault, and it's not my fault. It's just time has been kind of crazy. And you guys, I have literally been investing almost 6 hours every day in filling out applications. And, I've never had to work so hard to find a job. My eyes have been humbled and open. VJ says, hugs, Mare. Jen says, thanks for being here to share your story, Jonathan. And then she says, I hope you're okay, Mare. I'm glad you have made it tonight. Yes, yes, absolutely. All right. I'm going to jump back to our channel news really quick. So we left off with the traveling box of joy. We've already updated on that. Our joy blogs this morning started a new topic for those of you that are joining us in the mornings for those morning devotions. And right now our topic is under the topic of turn to God. And oh my gosh, what about that storybook story that we had this past Tuesday, Miracles for Rita? Oh my gosh, that was so touching. And as you know, it hit really close to home. I got emotional before I finished sharing the story, and then I shared a little bit of my story. Next week is another heartbreaking, tear-jerking story, and it's called Angel of God, My Guardian Dear. And it really ends up telling us a story about two angels that took place in this lady's life. And I'm just going to warn you, bring your Kleenex when you go to listen to that story. Bible chats, as you noticed, are no longer on Fridays. They're on Wednesdays now. And this past Wednesday, we started a new Bible study on the book of Galatians. We looked at chapter 1, which was challenging a different gospel from what the folks in Galatia were turning away from the true gospel, and they were taking on a gospel of their own. And so that's what that was talking about. Movie night is tonight in just a little bit. And last week we had a weekly winner who also had the highest points of the night. The highest points were 68. And that weekly winner who won the little weekly giveaway and got the recognition for having the highest amount of points was none other than our sweet Jen Reeves, who is here with us now. So congratulations to Jen on that. And hopefully you got your little envelope in the mail, Jen, with your little giveaway prize. And of course, all the scores are down in the description box under the movie night video after we get off of movie night. And then I had a special video that went out this week, and it was a Crochet Society unboxing. So all the links for all those videos are in this description box. So all you have to do is go click on the link if you'd like to see any of those videos. And the last thing is our Saturday shout outs. And again, I just want to shout out all my new Joy friends that came on board in September. And it was Katrin Cars Dortier, Bears Crochet Critters, Crochet by Gigi, Sherry Anderson, Candy Elsie, who is here with us now. Welcome, Candy. Hopeful Crafts with Hope Maloney, Nearly Cruz, Armchair Chef, and the Crotchety Clogger. All right. And also new to movie night last week, we had Melissa's Crochets with Love. We had Wanda, the backwards Wrongside Crocheter, and we had Marcus and Marvin, which are Mel's sons. So yay! Tricia says, I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Mare. Glad you could show up anyway. Friday nights wouldn't be the same without you. Amen to that. Oh, thank you, Tricia. That is so very true. Jen says, right, Trish? Thank you, ladies. Marvin says, it's now start or end. It now start or end. Oh. We haven't started movie night yet. That starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jen's, let's see. Margie says, woot, woot, Jen. Jen says, thank you, I did. And Shirley says, yeah, I learned so much from Galatians, right? It's a really great book to study, especially when it gets to chapter 5. There's only 6 chapters in the book of Galatians, and chapter 5 talks about the fruits of the Spirit. So things that we need to possess in our life that when people look at us, they should see. VJ says, congratulations, Jen. Shirley says, congrats, Jen. Jen says, thank you, Margie and VJ. Lashira says, congrats, Jen. Marvin says, yeah. And Shirley says, don't forget to thumbs up before you leave here. Thank you, Shirley. I appreciate the thumbs, the little joy thumbs. All right. We're going to do our joy basket moment. And then I am going to say good night. And then I hope to see all of you at movie night, but if not, I'll see you around the community this week. And I'm going to spend a few more moments with Jonathan before he heads out, and then he's going to try and be back when we get off from movie night. So our joy basket moment tonight, our little devotion, is called Serve. And it comes from Matthew chapter 20, verse 28. And it says, the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life a ransom for many. Jesus had every right to demand the allegiance and servitude of the world, but he chose the difficult road of love. Instead of requiring payment for our disobedience, he paid the price. By coming to earth and serving mankind, he demonstrated that his love for us was more important to him than his rights. He left the throne to suffer on our behalf. In the same manner, we are constantly confronted with the opportunities to choose ourselves or to choose others. If our greatest desires are for our own rights, comfort, and safety, then we are not walking like Jesus did. Lord, grow our capacity to love. We want to serve others like you did. If you, the eternal King, could choose the road of servanthood, then we certainly can humble ourselves and attend to the needs of others as well. Why did Jesus choose to come to earth as a humble servant rather than as a ruling king? And he's already told us. He loves us. And yeah, we've been talking about that a lot today, actually, about learning to love others just because, not that it's the right thing to do, but it should just be the most natural thing to do. Like, we should not live life as we're entitled to something. So we all start the same way and we all leave this world the same way. So none of us are more important than the one next to us. And so that's something that Jonathan and I both have been talking a lot about in his visit here, and just accepting things for what they are. But what makes the difference is our attitude and how we handle the things that come our way. And so while saying it is what it is may seem kind of blasé, the real testimony comes with how we handle the things that just come our way. So, but anyway. Jen says, thank you, Shirley and Lashira. And Lashira says, you're welcome, Jen. All right, you guys. Well, thank you for being here with us tonight. And thank you for all of the comments and praise that you gave Jonathan, and allowing him to kind of share a little bit of his experience. Like I said, there'll be some videos coming up. We were going to actually take him to the airport tomorrow, but the last couple of days have really worn me out, and I don't want to overdo it. So he has a friend that'll be coming in somewhere around midnight, 1 o'clock this morning. And he lives in Columbia, which is where Jonathan has to go to the airport. And the airport's about 45 minutes from here. And so he's probably going to be the one to take Jonathan. Unless I'm feeling better in the morning, then we said we would join. But right now, so tonight is our final moment, so we're going to make the most of them. But apparently we're going to take a little nap because both of us keep yawning. So
Oh, really?
but all right. Well, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Let me just see if there's any more comments. Right, VJ, she says, help me to accept the things I cannot change. I completely agree, VJ. And one of the things that I really took away from this past week with the Morning Joy blogs is to live with a grateful heart and a joyful spirit. And that's in all situations that we face. We need to have a grateful heart and a joyful spirit, and trust that God is going to take care of all the needs that we have. So, and I do believe that. Jen says, and the strength to change the things we can. Amen for that, because there are things that we can change, but too often times we are sometimes stubborn and lazy and unmovable, but not because we can't be moved. Susan says, so true. Take care and hugs. Hugs to you too. All right. Got a little message coming to y'all here. All right. I love you all. Hugs, hugs. Hug each other out. Squeeze tight, because some of us need a little extra hug tonight. And have a great week, you guys. I can't wait to come back and talk to you next Friday. Some of you, I'll be seeing you in just a few minutes for some fun, laughter, and whatever sweets Mr. Joyful's cooking up. Good night, everyone. Be joyful. Stay crafty in your own way. Make your own joyful creations. And I will see you again next week. Bye.